This is the story of every nightmare, every failure, every punch life threw at me, and how I survived it. This is the story of Thrash water. Looking back, I realized Thrash water isn't just some brand I pulled out of thin air. It's literally the product of my survival. I slept in a car that didn't even run, sweating through Texas nights with the windows cracked just enough to breathe, and still getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. I showered at Planet Fitness, scrubbing off the smell of the street so I could walk into work pretending everything was normal. Some nights I'd sneak into empty apartments, terrified someone would find me and throw me out. I know the taste of real hunger, not like skipping lunch, but going to bed with your stomach twisting because you couldn't afford food. I know the humiliation of begging for help and being told no. I know what it feels like to be locked in a cell, replaying every mistake in your head, wondering if life already passed you by. Every punch life threw at me, every door that got slammed, every night I thought I was done, that's where Thrash water came from. It started in this tiny studio apartment in Austin. I was working all the time, bank job, long hours, but it felt like I was on a hamster wheel. Pay rent, go to work, come home, repeat. Years were slipping by and I had nothing to show for it except keeping up this apartment I didn't even own. It hit me, I was alive, but I wasn't living. So I made a choice most people wouldn't, I gave up the one thing that felt secure. My own place. I found some student housing downtown, way cheaper. And I moved in with my childhood best friend, a guy I grew up skating with. He had just come from Houston, trying to escape his own abusive relationship. At first it felt like maybe we'd both get a fresh start. But a couple months in, he was gone. Not gone like moved out. Gone into crystal meth. I'd barely see him. He'd show up, get high, disappear. And I'm sitting there watching my friend fall apart while I'm trying to hold myself together. At that point I was chasing stand-up comedy. I didn't know how to write a joke, I obsessed over perfection, but I had this voice in my head saying, do it anyway. My car had already broken down, still sitting at my old apartment complex, so I'd walk downtown to these open mics. I remember the first night. I was terrified. My hands were shaking. But I got up, did it, and even though it wasn't great, I felt like I'd finally done something. That same night, I met this woman. Gorgeous. Smart. A comedian, DJ, could play piano like it was nothing. She came into my world like a lightning bolt. And for a while, she pushed me. She told me I was obsessed with perfection, that I just needed to get on stage, keep going. And I listened. But what started as inspiring turned into chaos later. Around the same time, my ex, my son's mom, calls me one night sobbing. She tells me someone she thought was a friend came over, and it turned